Now, there are massive news that have been trending on the streets of social media of CATL wanting to acquire a controlling stake onto Nio Power, which I've noticed that it appears that some of the people are confusing of the title rather that we got from CNF Post with what is really happening. Because when you open that article by CNF Post, you will notice that the acquisition by CATL is not for Nio Power, but it is for the battery management company for Nio Merattery. You will know that Merattery it's a battery company or management company which was established by Nio, CATL, and other two organizations. And when they started this company back in 2020, everyone had 25% stake onto this company. Now, Nio to date owns almost 20% of this company, and it is, or they are the largest shareholder of this company. And what is happening is that CATL wants to increase their stake onto this Mirattery company and be the majority stakeholder of this company. This is what we read when you go into that article that CATL published. I mean, it would not make sense that 2 weeks after we read a massive partnership of between CATL and Nio of battery swapping, where CATL is going to inject over $300 million onto Nio's power, or 2.5 billion RMB onto Nio Power, and now they are thinking of going and own or acquire even more stake. I don't think Nio Power is for sale, man. I mean, a couple of months back, you know that we read similar news, but saying that Xiaomi was eyeing to buying Nio Power, right? Or wanting to buy Nio because of the Nio Power business, which I will say this again. I don't think Nio Power is for sale, right? Nio still controls, as of last year, after that acquisition by obviously the government fund, they still own or control 90% of Nio Power. This acquisition that will lead into CATL controlling a major stake of this company under Nio, which is Merattery, which manages Nio's battery, right? It is a subsidiary company, or it is rather a company or a battery management company that Nio manages with CATL together with two other companies. And Nio, as it stands, is a majority stakeholder, and CATL is looking at acquiring more stake onto Merattery, which will lead it to control or to be the main shareholder of this, or the biggest shareholder rather, of this Merattery company. I mean, it would not make sense for Nio to make Nio Power to be for sale when they just raised 4 billion HKD or $518 million just last week. You will know that even officially today, under the Nio investor relations, there is latest news that they just released of them raising $518 million through that dilution they announced like 2 weeks ago. It would not make sense for Nio to be that desperate to sell Nio Power when they just raised $500 million just 2 weeks ago. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And therefore, this just simply means that obviously what we are reading is more of Merattery acquisition by CATL than the Nio Power. And I mean, Merattery, like I say, it's a battery management company which is owned by CATL, Nio, and other two companies. And it would make sense that obviously CATL, I mean, acquires majority stake, because these batteries that are being, of course, managed under Merattery, majority of these batteries are made. In fact, most of them, if not all, are made and produced, manufactured by CATL themselves. So it would make sense for CATL to manage these batteries, which is something that is yeah, I think there was a bit of a confusion there. People are thinking that Nio Power is going to be acquired by CATL, which I think there is a bit of a confusion. I mean, unless if me, I'm not understanding, but this is what I read. When I read that article, this is what I came to understand, and that is Merattery is the one that CATL wants to acquire stake in, that will make them have a majority stake. Nio, as it stands, they own almost 20% of Merattery, and they are a majority stakeholder of that company. And now CATL wants to be the majority stakeholder. I don't know how they plan to do that, but that is the plan. That is what we read under that article. I do not think, I mean, after that deal where, by the way, CATL and Nio agreed that they will be producing battery swapping stations together, you will remember that it was clear under that partnership that the most that CATL will invest onto Nio is 2.5 billion RMB. It is capped. It even said on the article that the investment of CATL onto Nio's battery swapping station is capped at 2.5 billion RMB. And when something is capped, it means that it can't go over. So that partnership is kept there, and that is a different partnership than the partnership that I suppose is being talked about on this article. So I just thought I'd do this video and I come and tell you what exactly is happening, what exactly are we reading about when we check the latest developments or latest news that so many of the investors are talking about of Nio Power being acquired. I think, yeah, there was a misunderstanding and it would really not make sense. I mean, one thing that makes Nio special, it's battery swapping or it's Nio Power, and Nio selling their Nio Power or majority stake of their Nio Power, yeah, it will be like they'll be losing their status as completely, because what makes Nio special, or one of the things that makes Nio special, which is the denominator or the denomination, is the battery swapping stations. And these, my friends, I don't think it's for sale. These, my friends, Nio will remain controlling the majority stake. And let me say it again, Nio just raised 500 or over $500 million 2 weeks ago. It does not make sense that they would go out the market trying to sell their Nio Power, trying to raise money or whatever. It does not make sense because they just raised $500 million. So yeah, man, blue sky is coming, long term will win. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds, the share price will most definitely be rewarded with time. Just thought I'd come and give you these quick updates. I know share price wise Nio might not be doing the most, but we shall be rewarded with time. I will see you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It takes me some time to make these videos. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.